Memories doing this good. We got laid off, so let's celebrate it. Smack out. Sitting there in the employment line, see this young girl's bush. It says breakfast time. Let's do the guys that you get me. So nuts, so you want a job? And I said, okay, and hey, pussy, eating pussy, kicking ass, eating pussy, kicking ass, eating pussy, kicking ass, eating pussy, kicking ass. That's what I do. Pussy in the morning, pussy in the night. I eat a lot of pussy when I get into a fight. Thursday night, I was feeling pretty great. I was walking past the honky tonks on Broadway. I see this young girl smiled at me, so I took her back to my place and I paid the fee. Hey! Hey, what's up, dog? What the fuck? What are you barking about? Dog! Don't be doing that. Man, what a goofy dog. God damn it, dog. What the fuck, motherfucker? You son of a bitch. The dog's ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. My dear. Where's my Tokapo? Oh, there it is. There's my Tokapo. There, bait. Well, I need some action. I need it. Smile, dear. You little pup. She looks so adorable. You look so cute with that little collar around you. Little LED collar, so cute. Were you embarrassed to say you ran off? I was eating food and just chilling, and now he's just like, no. What a goober. What a goober dog. What a soul, what a goober.
Silly little mutt. Silly little mutt. Yeah. So, found a couple things that we could look at for the 2 for 9. It's fun little things that, you know, we can at least look at for some good old entertainment. Well, I guess entertainment is probably relative. Some of it probably wouldn't be. Who knows? I'll see. I know there's like one video that is just like fucking wild, though. That is certainly not really exactly on the entertainment spectrum. But I know at least, you know, for a lot of the other stuff I got, there definitely is. Respond to one of my buddies on fucking on the Discord. My buddy sent me a message. The boy. See this. Good old weed. Good delicious weed. Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty actually, you know, happy weekend for myself. Pretty glad that my weekend saw it. Pretty legit. Pretty legit and nice. Saw my mama. Got some progress on new seasons. And all that shit. Feels good. It's a feels good man type of vibe tonight. And I dig it. I like it. Hell yeah. That's what I say. Hell yeah is what I say. Play another little tune. Play another little tune and might as well check out, like, you know, a little one of these videos so at least, you know, have a little fun with. I know one's on Walter Madison, that's for sure. There's like another one on that TJ made that was the original video that I actually somehow missed. Because he's so, like, he posts, like, his Band of Hope clips so often, and I already watch those streams that I'm just like, I don't really need to watch the clips of what I've already watched, so I don't watch them. But every now and then he'll make an original content video, and it's like, oh. But I don't realize when he does that, and I'm just like, oh shit, okay. Needs some way to, like, signify that, like, you know, his clip videos are like clip videos and his non-clip videos aren't. Because I honestly don't know which one, you know, one way or the other. It's like, oof. Goofy dog. Hey, pup. Hey, little boy. You look so cute. Tapping your little feet like, you wanted me, sir. Goofy dog. Look at you, you're so goofy. Oh my goodness. Doggo's just too cute. He's just too cute. Too cute for his own good. Doggos are too cute for our own good. And it is ridiculous. I disapprove of the fact that these doggos, of all forms, are too cute for our own good. We do not deserve such cute doggos. We don't deserve the cuteness that is the doggo. I heard you, Zooks. He's trying to sneak out for that gate. He's trying to see if he could bat at it and get out. And it's like, no, that's not happening, buddy. Hey, quit trying to get out. Goofball. I don't need you sneaking around the neighborhood. Goofy little thing. Speaking of which, I did see somebody, like, oh my god. Dude, the door's open for you. You got food and water. You don't need to be bitching. But on my way to go see Mom earlier, like, on my way, like, some other part of the neighborhood, there's, like, somebody's doggo that was running loose. I was, and I didn't have my dog with me, so I was, just walking by myself, and I tried to see if I could get to the dog, but the dog was like, like, it did not want to be near me at all. So I couldn't really, like, try to get near the dog so I could go to a house and be like, hey, I don't think this is your dog, but this is one of the neighbor's dogs around here. I'm walking to see somebody really quick, and unfortunately I can't stick around to check house to house, like, do you know somebody that might be able to at least hold his dog for a minute until they find an owner? But I just I couldn't get to the doggo. By the time I kind of did get near the doggo, like, it was already on someone's porch, I guess, and I'm thinking hopefully that was their house. So, but I'm not too sure. But when I started walking back home, I didn't see the doggo anymore. So I'm assuming someone must have, eventually picked the dog up. Hopefully, at least. Man, what is with you over there, dog? Speaking of doggos, what's with you being a bark? Being a barky ass little boofball. What's up with you? Ew. All this bullshit. Ugh. What's up, dog? Now you're whining? What, did you accidentally close the door on yourself or something? Because I did let that door open to let you out. Like, I mean, come on, bro. If you want to go out, you can go out. What is with this mutt today? What a silly dog, dude. Come on. Oh my god, this fucking goddamn... Oh, there we go. Jesus, alright. That helped. That certainly helped. There we go. That should be a lot better. Yeah, righty. There you go. I think at least I get this bowl heated up. Might as well at least, get into one of our little videos of today. Or I guess of tonight, actually. And this one's at least, hopefully at least a little more on the music side of things. And, it'll be some Walter Matheson. It's a good lengthy one. I've been wanting to check this out from the other night, but I was like, a little too long in the stream to want to delve into something like that. But, man, we're fresh into this one, so being fresh into a mem, at least will help. Come on, we can be nice. I'm assuming, right? There we go. Kill. We're being nice now. There we go. Wait, hold up. I want to see if. Yeah, I don't want any of. There we go. Okay, cool.
Never been this stumped before. 10-year-olds to give birth. I don't know why they're so upset. I'm reading the Bible. Reading the Bible. What's the problem? Are you upset that I'm reading the Bible in front of children?
Federal ban on abortion. That'd be outstanding.
As long as there's a choice, women will feel like they have no choice.
Right. Yeah.
Ectopic pregnancies are not aborted.
Right. Yeah. Amen, brother.
Let freedom ring.
Oh boy.
I'm at the March for Life in Washington, D.C.
And it looks like it's snowy as hell, and everyone looks happy to be there in cold, miserable shit. Awesome.
I'm going to join the march and show some support.
What's this even say? Force 10-year-olds to give birth. Should have filled it in a little bit.
Yay! Life! A lot of women here unescorted. They could be dressed, clothed a little more. This has nothing to do with controlling women at all. The law of statistics is going to say that, some of you are going to hook up with this weekend. You're going to hook up with the person you came here with in your church group. Which one of you has already hooked up with someone this weekend? Come on, be honest.
Dude, there's a few chicks in this march laughing. Dude, I kind of feel like there's at least some people that, are kind of, in on the joke a little bit. Maybe not necessarily in on the joke, but they are kind of amused by it. I heard that little giggle. That was kind of a genuine, this guy's kind of funny. Yeah, that was a genuine giggle.
Be honest.
And you know what? That makes me makes me think that whoever background just giggled to that makes me think that they hooked up with somebody. I found a cute Christian boy, in my church youth group decided to come along with me here today, and we might do some dirty sands.
I think she giggled. There we go. There we go. She thought that was funny.
Oh, dude, he even recognized it.
She laughed against her will, and her friends quickly silenced her. What is this?
Genocide photos ahead?
This is fun.
Well, that's not morbid. Oh, Jesus. Well, really? Something, Wounded Knee. They're trying to equate abortion to the Native American genocide. Text for the massacre of Native Americans, preborn children of Wounded Knee. Dude, what the... No. Oh my god. This is honestly, what the fuck, dude?
The same people that want to ban history. What are you here to do today?
Oh, March for Life.
When Trump is reelected, you want to see a federal ban on abortion, right?
Oh, what we want to see is personhood for all. It's in the 14th Amendment.
Is ineligible for office under 14 Amendment insurrectionist ban Colorado Supreme Court rules. But personhood though. And also, you get personhood when you're born. When you're alive. Not when you're in the womb, buddy. That's okay.
What's the 14th Amendment?
The 14th Amendment's in our Constitution.
He asked what it was, not where it is. They're oh no, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
It's a right to life.
Okay.
The 14th Amendment is not the right to life.
Equal protection under the law.
So when Trump is reelected, they want him to reinstate the 14th Amendment. I've never been this stumped before. So this is Where's Waldo, but for abortion. Stumped before. So.
Dude, they're all wearing Where's Waldo beanies.
Where's Waldo, but for abortion.
Force 10-year-olds to give birth! Force 10-year-olds to give birth! Abortion is murder!
What's going on here? Why is there someone with a LGBT flag, a rainbow flag, in this march? What the fuck is going on here? What's happening here? This is very confusing. I feel like there's a lot of oxymoronic things going on here. Yeah! Dude, I love it. You can literally just yell yeah in a crowd like this at a protest and people will be like, yeah!
We want to keep children safe. That's why we want 10-year-olds to give birth and work in the factories. Right? Let's make more babies.
What? No, I just want to raise my children in peace. I don't want to work in a factory. I just want to raise them like they're like, some baby doll or something. I just want to take it to J.C. Penney. Excuse me, I don't want to work in some factory. Oh my god, I love that. What?
Him down from.
Oh my god, dude, this Revolutionary War LARPing looking motherfucker, dude. I mean, I can't really bitch that much. I got a tricorn too, but at least mine's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. Tricorns are cool, but I mean, you don't go hardcore LARPy with it. Just wear it like it's just like, any other hat. Like, that's what makes them cool. Like, someone wearing just a tricorn for the fuck of it, like if, like I'm wearing this hat, like I can easily put the tricorn on instead of this hat and drips, still work. So it's like, I mean, you just got to wear a tricorn just for the fuck of it. Like, I mean, that's how you rock a tricorn. Like, this shit, you can't LARP with it. Like, don't do that.
Every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Yeah!
USA! 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 USA!
If a 10-year-old gets pregnant, she should give birth, man. I don't know why they're so upset. I'm reading the Bible. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and let us lie with him, that we may preserve our family through our father. So they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he did not know when she lay down or when she arose. On the following day, the firstborn said to the younger, Behold, I lay last night with my father. Let us make him drink wine tonight also. Then you can go in and lie with him. So Judah told his second son, Onan, Go and have sex with your brother's widow. It's your job to continue the family's lineage. Onan knew that any child wouldn't really be his own. So whenever he slept with his sister-in-law, he pulled out and wasted his...
Dude, this chick in the white hood is slow down and be like, excuse me. Look, I'm a Christian and I endorse what you're talking about, but can you please kind of not, do that in public, please? Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This upset God, so he killed Onan as well. But I'm reading the Bible. I don't know why they're so
what?
upset.
I'm reading the Bible. What? Are you discriminatory against Christian? Excuse me.
I'm reading the Bible. The Lord tried to kill Moses, but Zipporah used a sharpened stone and cut off their son's foreskin and rubbed the bloody ring on Moses' feet, saying, You are now my bridegroom. If a slave owner beats a slave, male or female, with a stick so severely that the slave dies immediately, the owner should be punished. However, if the slave survives a day or two, he should get back to work. The slave is the owner's property. Bible. What version? What version?
What do you mean, what version? Oh my god, are they really doing this right now? Did they really just say that? What version of the Bible? All of them! It doesn't matter which version, they all say the same fucking shit. Like, that is the Bible. Like, it doesn't matter what fucking version. What do you mean, what version? Like, that, the only difference between a lot of these, different variations of the Bible is mainly just, like, verbiage and how they phrase, the different texts in the story and shit. Beyond that, it's all the same thing. What, you think, like, the King James versions versus, like, the, like, New Age version versus whatever other fucking versions out there, like, what, you don't think these same fucking stories aren't in there? Because they absolutely fucking are. Like, what?
I'm reading the Bible. There's only one version. There's only one God, and the God of Jesus.
And you're reading the Old Testament.
Oh my God.
Bullshit. Yeah, some of it is in the Old Testament, but not all of that is in the Old Testament. Some of it is in the New Testament, too. Alright, yeah, fuck Christians that make this argument. Oh, that's from the Old Testament. Well, guess what? It's all the one same fucking Bible, isn't it? Like, when it comes to this goddamn Bible right here, like, fucking playlist from bands and stickers are falling. But, like, when it comes to this fucking Bible, it doesn't really matter whether it's an Old or New Testament, because guess what? It's all in there. It don't matter. Yeah, like, hey, let's look at the, table of contents. Oh, wow, shocker. The Old Testament's in there, the New Testament's in there. Who would have fucking thought? Actually, that's an alphabetical list. Wait, where's the fucking actual New versus Old Testament list? Oh, here we go. There you go. See? New Testament, Old Testament, or Old Testament, New Testament. Wow, shocker. It's like, It's all the same fucking Bible, so what makes the New Testament so exceptional versus the Old? What? Like, because Jesus is in the New Testament and, like, God is a lot more of a wrathful piece of fucking shit in the Old Testament, even though he still is in the New, too? Fuck out of here.
Right, the Old Testament should be completely irrelevant. You know what? I totally agree with you. Thank you very much. Okay, you didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. You implied it. Oh, that's from the Old Testament, though. We don't recognize that, thus it's irrelevant. You implied it. Yeah, that is what you said. Fuck you. That is what you said. Don't be walking it back, bitch.
Lord, show me your glory. The Lord replied, I will put all of my glory in front of you and I will shout my name. But don't look at my face or I'll have to kill you. Then the Lord said, when my glory passes by, I will put you behind a rock and cover you with my hand until I am ready. Then I will remove my hand and you will see my backside. But don't ever look at my face. Reading the Bible, what's the problem? I don't see. What? It's not the Bible? Okay, it's not the Bible. This is me not.
Oh my god, dude. Someone literally was like, that's not the Bible, actually. Literally, it is. This is part of the Bible. I can't believe these motherfuckers are really saying that the Bible is not the Bible. I mean, I'm not surprised, but, I mean, oh, goddamn, dude. Why am I not shocked? Why am I not surprised, to be honest?
The Bible. If a man is caught in the act of raping a young woman who is not engaged, he must pay 50 pieces of silver to the girl's father. Then the girl must marry her rapist and will never be allowed to divorce him. Are you upset that I'm reading the Bible in front of children?
Do you understand history? Do you understand that it was actually really terrible to be a woman in that time? A woman who was raped, she would be murdered.
Okay, credit to this lady, I guess. I mean, she's at least understanding, recognizing that time back then was fucked up versus today. Okay, you know what? We found a rare gem that actually, like, recognizes that history for women back in the day was fucked up and horrible and egregious. Okay, alright, we found a rare gem, I suppose. Probably still wrong, she's a part of the march, obviously. But, hey, at least, she's right about something here, I guess.
Would be cast out.
Wow. So,
That's the only way to keep her alive, if her father agreed to the man.
If a woman is raped, should she be forced to give birth? Should she be forced to carry it to term?
Yes.
You're making a great...
Someone literally said yes. It wasn't her, but somebody in that crowd in the background just fucking said yes to that. And it was a woman who said that, too. would she fucking say the same thing if she was, fucking raped and shit? Like, I mean, would she really say the same thing? Because I don't know if she would. I mean, maybe, but I mean, because I know there are some that will be like, hey, I will come to terms with my trauma. I'll raise the kid as my own, blah, blah, blah. Like, I know there are women like that, but I mean, do you really, it's a fucking coin toss to whether she really believes that or not. Sounds like she'd be okay if she, was able to get abortions, but nobody else, because these people are hypocritical in nature when it comes to this shit, especially when they're rich. Like, if some Republican, lawmaker, is caught, swindling some prostitute or got knocked a prostitute up, oh, dude, abortions left and right. If Bertha, just like, you can't afford, the kid, with Bertha, whatever the fuck, as Billy Bob Jim fucking, Johnson Thornton motherfucker, or whatever the hell. Like, I mean, it's like, they're going to do the same fucking thing. It's like, it don't fucking matter. It's like, they're hypocritical on this fucking front. So I wouldn't be surprised if that woman who yelled out, yeah, it's like, yeah, you would definitely get a fucking abortion if it happened to you. I don't want it to happen to you. I don't want that to happen to anyone. But, like, I mean, if that unfortunate circumstances scenario were to happen to you, I bet your fucking ass, like, if you realize that you're pregnant from that event, you would get an abortion. So this idea that, like, you're screaming, yeah, like, Slay King, yes, true. Like, the idea that, like, you're willing to uphold that on principle even for your fucking self is laughable.
I think you are so close to getting it right now. I really commend you. I thank you for that. For his daughter's hand in marriage, King Saul wanted no less than one.
I couldn't even really tell what she said. She says, like, I want to say forced, not that. So she kind of implied that she's okay with exceptions. Like, yeah, if this is the case, and a woman doesn't want the child, then you don't have to force that upon her. She can't have the abortion. Is she implying that? I mean, shit got a little too loud and just kind of clusterfucky, but I think that's what she said. I guess I can... I wouldn't be surprised if she's like a weird, moderate, like, conservative liberal type. I mean, because she seems like that's what she strikes me as. Like, like, oh, yeah, I'm pro-life because, if, you made an accident or whatever, well, that's your fault. You gotta face consequences, protect life, ooh-woo, or some shit. But, I mean, at least it seems like when it comes to certain circumstances, there's exceptions, so, I don't know.
Philistine foreskin. David really wanted to become a son-in-law to the powerful king, took his men and killed enough Philistines to bring back 200 foreskins. David counted them all in front of the king as promised, and he was awarded the princess. The Lord is furious with all the nations and their armies, so he will destroy them, delivering them to slaughter. The dead will be piled on top of the mountains, and the smell of death will come down from their rotting corpses as rivers of their blood flow downhill. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. The unicorns will be slaughtered with them, and the land will be soaked with their blood and fat. The day of God's vengeance. Thank you. Thank you. So,
That's kind of eerie. That's eerie.
We're doing a thing. Trump's first day in office. Trump gets reelected, his first day in office. What do you want to see him do first day?
First thing, probably ban abortion, if possible. Yeah, that's the goal.
Trump.
Because, I'm a gullible idiot. Yeah.
Reelected, day one in office. What do you want to see?
That he should finish the job and actually
federal
protect
ban
the
on
unborn.
abortion. Yeah. Day one in office. What do you want to see?
I would just hope that he brings back the real values of America and ban abortion.
Trump gets reelected.
That's pretty much going to be the answer for everybody, isn't it?
Day one of his presidency. What would you like to see?
Ban on abortion.
I would like to see a resurgence in the pro-life movement.
Like a federal...
That's probably... that's one way to answer that question, I guess.
ban on abortion.
Yes.
Federal ban on abortion. That'd be outstanding.
When Trump is reelected, you want to see a federal ban on abortion, right?
Absolutely.
Do you want to see a federal
Oh
ban?
my god! Whoa! This guy's carrying a gigantic cross. Oh my lord. Bro, dude, these people are fucking ridiculous. Ban abortion, ban abortion, ban abortion. Here, let's have a gigantic, fucking big cross that we're carrying around. Oh, hey, we don't like the fact that the Bible's being quoted either, unless it's talking about, like, the blood and death of our enemies, I guess. What the fuck, man? These people are bloodthirsty, dude. Like, I mean, these conservative right-wing motherfuckers are unironically, like, legit kind of bloodthirsty. It's kind of freaky. Like, I mean, I'm willing to, like, take up a sword, so to speak, hypothetically, and symbolically and shit, but, like, goddamn. Like, I mean, I don't have, like, this fucking mentality with things. Like, I just wish these people weren't such gullible morons. That's about it, man. Like, I mean, but these people are just, like, so, like, legit kind of bloodthirsty in a way. It's like, what the fuck? Hey, yeah, I'm gonna take a piss real quick, because my bladder, wants to be that way, I guess. So, but holy fucking hell, man. Hello. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're so cute. Yes, you is. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Dog. Buddy, come on, bud. Doggo. Jeez. You goofy thing. Oh my goodness. You're such a sweet little pop-pop. Oh my goodness. You're a sweet little thing. Hey.
Of course. You want to see him do a federal ban on abortion, right?
Amen.
What do you want to see him do his first day in office?
Close the border.
Wow, that's the first divergence, in this whole fucking shebang. I like how the other person just kind of chuckled and walked away. Like, why is that person walk away? What do they want to see?
Day one in office, I want to see the southern border closed, entirely.
I'm sure that many of them.
Well, if the Republicans were willing to do Joe Biden's bill that he wants to push through Congress, maybe y'all get that fucking wish, but y'all too goddamn retarded to understand, that he wants to do that because he's giving y'all a fucking silver platter of a goddamn, layup, but y'all too retarded to fucking get it. So,
Absolutely desperate.
having choice means having no choice, and having no choice means choice, idiot.
Like, as long as there's a choice, many women are going to think there is and feel like they have no choice.
Wait, as long as there's a choice, women will feel like they have no choice.
Right, yeah. So,
That's a great. So,
the only choice
if you have a choice, it's like having no choice. And
What? What? Wait, so let me try to get this straight. If women have a choice, like if they're pro-choice or whatever the fuck, right? Like, so if they have that, that they actually don't have a choice? What? I mean, I'm confused at that, but okay.
I never thought of it that way. It's like, because it's like pro-choice means like no choice.
Yeah, the pro-choice tends to mean just that one choice. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, that.
What? The choice to have an abortion? That's the only choice that you get? I walked out of the freezer into a flame flare. What's this guy on about? The fact that, you know, being pro-choice means that you're only pro-abortion because you actually have no other choice but to get an abortion if you get pregnant, I guess, or something. I don't fucking know. Walter Maston was trolling a bunch of protesters at a March for Life rally at DC, apparently, a while back. Well, I mean, not that a while back, I guess, because, I mean, well, it is a video that I kind of missed, you know, from 7 days ago, but still. But, this guy, I'm honestly really confused now. I was kind of like, you know, like, what the fuck, you know, from some of the shit from earlier, but, like, you know, and also kind of amused that a bunch of Christians, you know, Bible thumpers got butthurt that the Bible was being spoken by Walter Maston, but just Bible verses they didn't like. So, I mean, this has been kind of a roller coaster so far.
Why they oppose any efforts to even provide a choice.
Yeah, I mean, whereas if you're pro-life, you have, like...
I mean, the fact that, like, having pro-abortion legislation, or at least, you know, like, is literally a pro-choice thing. That means there's more options. What do you mean, old man? Like, how is he... I am so confused. Does he think, like, being pro-life and not, like... and banning abortion actually somehow gives women more of a choice? Like, oh, you have the choice to not fuck or not, you know, I guess, or what? Like, I mean, what was he implying with this? God, give me a sign. The sign. Right lane must right left. Go home, sign. You're drunk. True.
I don't know. I can't. You know what? So, and what if
like even if Walter Maston was done?
Ectopic pregnancy thing.
It's a red herring that has nothing to do with the issue.
What about like this whole ectopic pregnancy thing?
What the fuck is that? To be fair, I'm not too sure what that is either. I'm assuming like what a surrogate mother type of thing, or you know, or some shit.
Ectopic
Huh? Oh my god, you know, we gotta play that back because, dude, you could really see the gears in his head trying to really figure out what the fuck he meant.
With the issue.
What about like this whole ectopic pregnancy thing?
Dude, oh my god. Dude, you could just see it in his eyes. He was really trying to fucking, like, work the gears. He was trying to work the gears on what the fuck he just met. I mean, and to be fair, I don't know what it means either. I mean, but at least I'm honest about it. This guy tried to be like, here, can I think of a bullshit answer? Well, not really. I don't really know what this means. Huh?
Topic pregnancies. What about this?
Oh my god. Just admit you don't know what the fuck he meant, dude. Just come on, just take the L. Oh god, not this guy again.
Ectopic pregnancy thing.
I'm not knowledgeable to answer that.
Well, to be fair, you're not really knowledgeable and on many things in the first place, but at least you're honest about that. Oh no, this guy with the cross again. Oh no.
Think about this whole ectopic pregnancy thing.
I'm not sure what that is. About what?
Ectopic pregnancy.
I'm not sure what that is. I mean, God will take care of whatever's necessary to be taken care of. If a baby it should be born, it'll be born.
What about ectopic?
If it should be born, it will be born. Does that mean that if a baby gets aborted, then it should not have been born? Dude, I mean, oh my god, dude, it's so easy to refute these motherfuckers. Ectopic pregnancies occur when fertilized egg occurs outside of the normal channel, so to speak, resulting in complications can be bleeding out if untreated. Oh, so it's like it's kind of like a mishap that happens during pregnancy. Like, so I guess like the egg, gets fertilized and it's like outside of the womb, outside of the uterus, essentially. So, yeah, that don't sound good. That sounds bad. Like, that sounds like, you should probably address that immediately. Like, and I bet, I wouldn't be surprised if there could potentially be like a surgery to resolve that if you still want to try to preserve the pregnancy, maybe. I guess depending on how far developed it is, I suppose. But, like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's probably something you should address. And maybe an abortion is probably the safest outcome. Because surgery could have complications and, maybe even be more expensive. But it's just, because at the end of the day, it's probably just better to try to take the abortion than try again. And the thing is, there are a lot of women that want to have kids and are very, like, so to speak, pro-life, but are at the same time are pro-choice. And respect that idea and value and understand that, like, if things are more complicated, trying to preserve, the pregnancy versus, just trying again, then even in those circumstances, a lot of these people will try again. Like, honestly, most of the country is kind of, at least in some variation, one way, shape, or form, kind of on that broader spectrum. Like, and, because to extent, like, there is, like, a sense of, like, kind of, like, pro-life, sentiment, in a lot of people, even within, like, some liberals to an extent. But, I mean, there's still at least, more of a broader understanding and acceptance of, respective individuality because, yeah, X, Y, or Z can happen. Like, some medical thing can happen. Sometimes it's just not the right time. You're not financially, ready for it yet. Sometimes, it could be due to a sexual assault, or whatever there could be so many multitude of factors that could play a role to be like, hey, now it's not ready. We're not good. This isn't, something that should be happening. And none of these motherfuckers just want to, like, understand that. There's literally only one chick before he popped in here, like, that, maybe might have been, like, understood, can understand these exceptional circumstances, despite their beliefs, for an iota of fuck. Everyone else is just a moron.
Pregnancies.
What about them?
I mean,
what about him? I'm fucking walking here. Excuse me.
People want a loophole for these ectopic pregnancies.
I mean, if the baby was born and survived the birth, they should certainly be able to be protected.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
How much you want to bet this guy probably has, like, a flask in his pocket and he's, like, halfway done drinking it and he's just... This guy sounds a little drunk, honestly.
Life begins at conception. That's when God...
Concession? This guy's drunk. Dude, I'm convinced this guy has a whiskey flask in his pocket and he's just, like, sipping it every now and then, like, every 5 minutes. Dude, what? Dude, look, I mean, I know I'll slur up a word every now and then and shit. Look, I'm guilty of it too. But, I mean, goddamn, that was just, like, very overt. Concession? Like, what is... Yeah, like, hey, the babies were given out at the concession stand after the baseball game. It's like, what? It's like... like, oh my god, dude. Like, holy shit. Like, damn, dude.
So, ectopic pregnancies, it's like a loop.
Wait, hold on. So here, a birdie. Ever seen the opposite of a stork? Based. Love it.
Almost. It's like a loophole. Yeah. Yeah, we're not doing this. We're not gonna fall for that. No.
Ectopic pregnancies are not abortions.
No. Ectopic pregnancy, correct me if I'm wrong, it's when the baby is fertilized in the fallopian tube, right?
Yeah, it's like they're in the wrong area. Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be, that is a potential death of the mother and the baby. So by taking the baby out and trying its very best to save.
Okay, so another person that at least has a brain in her head. That's good. I'm noticing that at least, some of the women here tend to have more of a brain in their head, but I guess for whatever weird reason, probably like religion or social conditioning or whatever the fuck, they just believe, oh, well, abortion is not broadly good, so we're pro-life or whatever. But I'm noticing they tend to be a little bit more softer with their views about this in comparison. Maybe. Like, I mean, all the dudes are like, fuck abortion, no, But, like, she's just like, hold up, from my understanding, this is actually something that's way different than just, like, an abortion or pregnancy and this and that. Like, she's at least, understanding some context and some nuance of this. So she's at least, like, got some brain cells going on, despite being a pro-life chucklefuck. So, at least got that going.
Life, you're saving the mothers as well. And if the mom would have had to keep the baby inside of her, it would have killed both of them.
To save the life of...
I'm all about equalizing so far... Oh, goddammit. What did I say? I'm all about equalizing. So for every abortion prevented, I need a pregnant woman in the stomach. Oh my god, dude.
That gets tricky because you have to think about Doe v. Bolton, which was passed the same day as Roe v. Wade, which allowed women to have an abortion for any health reason. The problem is that health was never defined. So this could mean sex-selective abortions, picking and choosing which gender you want.
What? Wait. Not properly defined? Like, medical exemption abortions, I think, can be frankly self-explanatory. Like, I mean, maybe, there is a broad definition, when it comes to the law about it. I mean, but when it comes down to the brass tacks, it's not just because of, like, oh, well, which, by the way, it's not gender, it's sex. Like, it would be like, oh, well, the biological sex of my baby isn't right, so abort it. Like, for one, you don't know what the gender of that kid's going to be at the end of the day. So, like, just because it might, develop a dick doesn't mean that, like, that kid might be a boy. Maybe they might be a trans woman. You don't fucking know that, so fuck you anyway. Like, oh no. So now we're interweaving the fact that these people don't understand. Well, of course, they never did. But, I mean, she's showing the fact that she doesn't understand gender and sex either. She just, like, misdefined, sex as gender. And it's like, no, that's, like, that, like, I mean, so this is already why I'm skeptical about what she's saying. Like, because there are certainly, medical exemptions that, might be broad, but there's probably a good reason for that. Because, like, at the end of the day, if there could be a potential, like, medical factor, whether it's due to, like, some severe, disability or deformity, in the child, or, potential risk, to the mother or the kid at birth, or what other factors there may be, when it comes to the medical specificities of these things. Like, I mean, a lot of it is, implying and opening up the field to be like, given the option and the discretion to the patient at that point. I mean, that's the idea. Hey, shut, shh. Get over here. Hey, shush. Come here. Hey, don't be doing that, bro. Hey, don't do that. Hey. Don't do it. Hey. Get over here. Get over here. Don't be doing that at me. Nope. Hey, no. Get back here. Zooks. Come here. Come on. Hey. Zooks. Okay, whatever. What was I saying? God, you got me distracted, asshole. Save this. Inspirational story. American media. Huge systemic failures. Dude, yeah, I'm saving this. That's being immediately saved. Oh my god. Way too fucking true, dude. Effective doing that. No. Doing that. And we're gonna do like a repost. Hey! Dude, Zukov, come here. Sit. Chair. Get in chair. Let that a boy. A croissant. A croissant. Oh my god, we got some croissants. Croissants. Dude, Zukov every now and then likes to be a croissant as well. Zukov takes more of a form of like one of these croissants. Or one of these. Croissants.
Or maybe it's because they're simply too young to have an abortion.
What is ectopic pregnancy? What do you think?
Ectopic pregnancy is when a zygote implants in an area that is not the uterine lining in the uterus. So it might implant in a fallopian tube. It also might implant in a liver. That's happened before.
And what?
I'm noticing that, you know, a lot of these women tend to understand what that is, at least. And I'm noticing that despite their beliefs, and they're on the wrong side on these ideas, in my opinion. Well, also not really just opinion, but I think, you know, just ethically too. I mean, because look at, like, did you just fart? Fuck you, dude. Ugh. Oh God, you bastard. Ugh. But considering her sign, abortion is violence. Like, one, no, it's not. You know, anti-abortion, you know, laws and abortion bans is violence, not abortion itself. Like, give me a break. I'll at least give, you know, a lot of the women, so far that he's interviewed this, at least they understand what, you know, like ectopic pregnancies are, and also like when it comes to, when it comes to at least some different, you know, complexities about the issue. But again, they're still on the wrong side of it. And why and how they come to the wrong conclusion of it, well, there's probably different reasons, but fuck if I know. They're still at least not as dumb as the dudes in these things, but they're still dumb.
Think about it. Unfortunately, the science isn't at the point where we can usually save both the mother and the child in those circumstances, because the zygote will, you know, eventually grow to be an embryo, and the embryo would grow to be a fetus. But as they grow, usually if they're stuck in the fallopian tube would rupture, which would kill the pregnant person. Usually through
You're doing great right now. You're doing so well. You're killing it right now. We don't agree on.
Oh, wait. Now she has another sign. She's queer too? Wait, so she's a queer woman and anti-abortion? Dude, this is not the... What is with... What? I don't get this. I don't understand, like, queer people being, like, like, anti-abortion to the point that we'll go for a March for Life march. Not that, like, you know, queer people broadly are just, like, absolutely pro-choice, you know, 100%. I just don't understand those who are like this, just like anyone else. Like, I don't get it. It's like, like, I'm assuming she's either bisexual or lesbian, you know, or some, you know, obviously, you know, queer of some form, right? Like, so, like, what would she think about, like, alternative forms of getting pregnant then? You know, like, so, I don't know. It's such a weird, like, mind fuck. At least to me. Considering that so much of the right wing, you know, hate the fact that queer people, you know, do raise children. I mean, look at Dave Rubin when he had the surrogate babies, and he's not the only example. There's been a few other examples too, but like, you know, even amongst their, you know, pick me, you know, LGBTQ right wing fucks, you know, that are around, they don't like it when they're, you know, raising kids because it's not natural. So it really makes me wonder. It's like, what the fuck? It's like a chicken joined a coyote protest for the right to eat sheep. I know, right? Well, they're not targeting me, so hey, yeah, I'll join them.
A lot of things, but I've been talking to a lot of men and women about ectopic pregnancies. Pretty much every woman I speak to knows exactly what an ectopic pregnancy is. Every other man I speak to has no idea what an ectopic pregnancy is.
A lot of men don't even know how menstruation works.
But they also don't.
That's kind of true.
They also think it's a hoax.
Yet, not targeting you yet. Yeah, that is, yeah.
You explain.
Menstruation?
No.
Oh, ectopic pregnant. I'm sorry.
Well, they probably think that too, but.
Very good. All right. Well, I'm involved in pregnancy clinic out in California.
What is your pregnancy clinic?
It's called Ohana. We're a medical clinic, just like you might have heard some of the things today. We basically we counsel women with unplanned pregnancies who come into the clinic. We have everyth's free.
So you're giving them free health care?
Free health care, absolutely. Yes. It's all free. Right. Everything all
like
donor related.
But that sounds a little like socialism.
Well, it's not socialism. No. It's all donor. It's all donor given.
The guy just said that it's at least in some part government funded. If it's publicly funded and it's all free, I mean, that is literally kind of one of the most bare minimal foundations of socialism. So yeah, it kind of is. What? What? No, it actually isn't. Don't. No.
That kind of makes them dependent, and then they kind of get into an entitlement.
Well, first of all, a pregnancy is, abortion is not health care, right off the bat.
Wait, yes, it is. It literally is. What are you talking about? Oh, God.
Saying you're offering them free health care, though.
No, we're giving them pregnancy testing, right?
Okay.
And ultrasounds. And
which is health care. Education. Like, I'm gonna make this one of my, beating a dead horse memes now. We, as lefties, need to really start focus on education again because, oh my God, people are retarded in this country. People are dumb. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro.
Clinics. I'm just worried about these people. Like they get pregnant and then they get free health care, and I don't want any of that.
All we offer is the care for the pregnancy.
An ultrasound and a pregnancy
test. That's right. And then
thank God.
Right.
I wouldn't.
Very
Yeah.
good. Okay.
I mean, it's because I don't want it to be too socialist. Socialist.
We're not.
Yeah.
As you know, this is not a socialist crowd. This is a conservative Christian crowd here today.
Thank you.
Well, I saw a goddamn couple queers, which means there's at least a few socialists infiltrated. How do you not know they might be part of Antifa?
Really scared that you're really going to go down this whole socialism, free healthcare thing.
No. We just do those two items, and ultrasound's not a big deal, right?
I know. But that's it. All right.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Brought us a while back, but the key to implementing socialist is not just call them socialists. For example, 3 healthcare becomes AmeriCare. For education becomes grades 13, 17. Yeah. I mean, the idea is kind of couched in, and also, in a kind of patriotic way. I mean, in a weird way, leftists and progressives need to get more comfortable with not nationalist, framing, but patriotic framing. Because there's nothing more than a bunch of random chuckle fucks in, some Rust Belt town or something that loves nothing more than, some patriotic jingo. So, throwing some patriotism, you're like, here's what makes America fucking great, damn it. Just going off on some patriotic, goddamn bless America because, we used to have this and that. But, even if it's not necessarily true, and maybe even if you don't inherently agree with the, Americana fucking shit around it, there certainly needs to be, some, adoption, I think, of some certain, kind of patriotic kind of jingo phrasings and, buzzwords. That doesn't mean we get all America national, but at least just kind of but use these things to just galvanize and push a lot of these left policies that for some people might not necessarily be won over, but yeah. Also, I know it's annoying, but we need to make it so they think they are the ones who came up with these ideas. That too, to an extent. Yeah, and also, it's just kind of a part of the broader contact theory. This is why I'm a contact theorist. This is why, every now and then I'll be like, you know, I will kind of go on a little America Jingo thing occasionally because, like, I mean, you know, there's merit to, like, you know, some of that idea. I mean, look at me right now. Like, I mean, I got the fucking jacket and hat. Like, I'm looking a little bit like, you know, some country cowboy right now. So, I mean, you know, like, you know, in some way, like, you kind of have to adopt some of the aesthetic to an extent. That doesn't mean you adopt the politics of it, but, like, if you can adopt some aesthetic and kind of, like, you know, be like, hey, you know, like, look at me, I'm kind of one of you, but I still pop off as my own thing, and I still stand, you know, outside, so to speak, from you guys, but hey, you know, makes them a little bit more comfortable in a sense, you know, and makes them, you know, to some extent, maybe more willing to talk to you, because, I mean, honestly, a lot of these type of conservative chuckle fucks don't tend to really be, like, inherently bad pieces of fucking shit. They're just galvanized into stupid things, and because, frankly, they're not exactly the most educated people either, and they're kind of dumb, you know, and, you know, some parts because they just kind of are, and some parts not really inherently their fault. But at the end of the day, it's just because of a lot of these type of fucking things, and it all kind of compounds into this whole bullshit, especially when they get radicalized and galvanized for these type of ideas. I mean, it's kind of a complicated thing, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like there definitely needs to be at least a little bit of an adoption. Like I said, not necessarily like, you know, some nationalistic, like, yo, America first bullshit, but at least, you know, like when it comes to trying to convince, you know, some Americans, like, hey, these ideas are for you and Americans and us as the people and citizens here in this country, they're probably a little bit more willing to open to the idea. Guys, invented free housing, healthcare, education, and livable wage. I'm going to implement immediately. Pats on the shoulder and smile. Good job, buddy. Now you're starting to get it.
I work for a Moms in Need ministry in North Carolina, and the moms feel pressured and fear when they're facing economic difficulty, and they don't even know about the resources that are right there for them. And so we try to bridge that gap and bring them to a sense of joy about their pregnancy instead of terror.
I feel like the economic...
Who the fuck is doing random, like, Native American howls? Like, you know, like, you know, like, who in the fuck is doing that? Like, was I the only one who just heard that? Who in the hell was yelling that out? What the hell? What the fuck? Is someone doing, like, you know, some red face or something out there or some shit? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Forces people to decide not to have a kid because financially they're like, you know, I think this is a bad time. You know, I can't afford a house. I can't afford rent. And if you eliminate those financial variables, I mean, so name some ways we can eliminate those financial variables that will want to stop someone from having children. Like, what's something we can do?
Well, just to say, there's lots of pregnancy resource centers out there connecting women.
I don't think this is going to be the answer. I don't really feel like this is going to be like an answer. I feel like it's going to be a dodge.
To groups like me, to walk with them through their pregnancy and connect them. The social workers across our country are doing it.
Does that mean that they can get assistance?
This woman's into some cool shit like that when I saw she ends up on news drowning a baby while baptizing it. Dude, yeah, I mean, she really does seem a little odd. Like, I mean, like, cause, I mean, even if you, like, the thing is, I'm probably more willing to grant, you know, some of these more pro-life motherfuckers if there was actually, like, very strong, like, you know, social safety nets and different programs in place, you know, and financial, you know, aspects that would potentially be a burden, you know, for up-and-coming families, you know, that would actually be able to help uplift them. Like, I'll be fine with that type of shit if they actually advocate for it. Like, instead of weird charity work and just, like, weird virtue, it's, you know, like, oh, well, we're just out here as our own little thing. It's like, no, like, maybe our government should be helping out with this shit. You know, it's like, if we're all, you know, paying taxes into it, then, you know, I want to at least get something in return, damn it. You know, and if you want to, like, have this fucking idea, then let's come to a compromise then. But they don't want that shit. It's like, that's why it gets so annoying with conservatives, honestly, in this country. It's like, you know, I'm honestly willing to potentially compromise on some issues and be like, hey, you know, I'm able to maybe come to a middle ground. Obviously, I won't be completely satisfied, but, you know, maybe we can at least, you know, find some way to, like, you know, find a middle ground with some of these issues. Not all of them here, obviously, but at least, you know, some of them. Like, like with this issue here, for example, it's just like, yeah, if you want, like, abortion just as a selective procedure to not be a thing, you know what? Fine. But you have to have, like, various different, family social safety net programs, different financial, benefits and financial programs, for families and shit. And also, you, at the minimal, have to at least have medical exemptions and exemptions when it comes to rape, incest, etc. There has to at least be some exemptions here. But, if they want to have that fucking, baseline, your recreational / selective policy, ban or whatever, then at least compromise and fucking concede on all this other fucking shit. And you know what? Fine. Just to shut them the fuck up. Because at least then there's alternatives and options, and, there's different things in place, that can at least, help, address, the case of women who still don't want to, have the child. It's like, but nonetheless, I mean, it's like, fuck. At least, offer something else on the table besides, nah, fuck you. It's like, I mean, it's because they're not willing to concede. That's the problem. Honestly, a lot of progressives and lefties in, like, the Democrat Party especially, like, I mean, it's like we're willing to have, like, some bridge and mend gaps and, have, like, a middle ground here. Or at least I'm willing to be okay with that, as much as I tend to be a pretty radical guy myself. But it's like, shit. I mean, it's like on some of these issues, I am okay with the idea of, like, finding some sort of, like, a middle ground agreement, but it has to at least be a reasonable agreement. Not just some, like, oh, well, let's just give them what they want, fuck it, and just kind of roll over and just not do anything about it. It's like, fuck that. Fuck that bullshit. There needs to be a shift about, like, what compromise and bipartisanship actually fucking looks like. Because in this country, it's just backwards, broken, and fucking absurd. I mean, because, like, it's bipartisanship in this country at this point is basically just Democrats and Republicans, like, rolling around in the same fucking shit pen, just being like, oh, aren't we so special? While they, get a little bit more greenbacks, in their fucking, nice little, like, barn, that they're gonna, clean up at, after the end of the day. So it's like, I mean, they're all in the same fucking coots when it comes to a lot of the bipartisan issues and shit. So it's like, I mean, and that's the problem. Like, it's not really bipartisan. It's just like, oh, we all just happen to agree on these issues and we don't really have much disagreement on it outside of a select few people who want to nitpick about it. But beyond that, hey, we all just agree with it. Like, bipartisan would be in a sense of, like, hey, we actually had some disagreements, came to a broad consensus, and, despite, our partisanships, we're able to come to a bipartisan agreement, and cross those lines, to be able to, create and make a bill or some shit. Like, both of them being like, oh, yeah, we like this, let's just do it. Yeah. Because this is good for all of us. Like, that's not exactly bipartisan. That's just like, consensus.
Child care, does that mean they can get assistance with food, child care, housing, health care?
Yep, all of the above.
Okay.
It's great to be pregnant in America. If you're under a certain age, elementary kid, you're covered. Let me tell you.
What? Rose, I think you're right. Dude, this woman might be into cult shit. Did I just hear that? It's like, oh, America is like the greatest place, when it comes to having a pregnancy. Because you're covered from elementary school onward. It's like, can we can we just really replay that? Honestly, we're playing this back. Yeah, we're playing this back and we're also turning it right the fuck up. I want to really hear this. Did she just say what I fucking think she just said?
Saying healthcare.
Yep, all of the above.
Okay.
It's great to be pregnant in America. If you're under a certain age, elementary kid, you're covered. Let me tell you.
She actually did just say that. If they really want the 1600s so bad, if they want the Handmaid's Tale era so bad, then we'll bring the Salem witch trials back and I'll yell, "She's a witch!" and just watch all the Christian freaks just freak out and be like, "Rich!" and just, you know, and yeah, so. I feel my brain going on strike, dude. I think our brains are going on strike together because I feel the same way. Dude, I can't believe that came out of her fucking mouth, dude. I really just can't fucking believe that. I'm shocked. I just know someone else just popped in here after. I'm not playing it back again. You're just gonna have to just like. I think Rose actually just quoted it anyway. If you know, it's like, I think it's great to be pregnant in America, and if you're under a certain age, like an elementary kid, then you're covered. What's that even mean? I kind of feel like there could be two lanes of this. One, like, she's saying that, like, hey, if you got pregnant because someone hurt you as a kid, an elementary kid, like 6th grade or some shit, then you'll be covered when it comes to expenses of your pregnancy. Or it's the other way around where it's like, hey, if something happens to you in that age, then you're covered. Like, you don't have to worry about dealing with the pregnancy and shit because that's an exemption or something. But I don't think it's the benefit of the doubt ladder scenario that I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure it's the former. I'm like 90%, 99% sure it's the former. Because, like, these motherfuckers, like, what was it? Like, Oklahoma, Ohio? What? Like, I forgot what state, but there was, like, a state where, because of an abortion ban, like, there was, like, a fucking 11-year-old that essentially had to try, like, be forced to carry the baby to term and shit. I don't even know what the outcome of that story is, to be honest. That was at least a year ago, so certainly within a 9-month period of how long a pregnancy lasts, so I hope the kid's okay. Because that's just fucking insane. I mean, so I wouldn't be surprised if, like, some of these fucking freaks really do believe that. Like, no exemption, period, even if you're, like, 11 and, like, in 6th grade or something. I mean, like, it's because these freaks are just that psychotic. They're that crazy.
We have had some difficult cases, too. I've got a woman right now getting assistance with housing, food, all sorts of things.
The assistance she's getting, this is private assistance, or is it public assistance?
It's public assistance.
A lot of people don't really believe.
Especially with the elementary kids' parents who didn't plan for them are covered. No, they're not. They're asking a person who grew up poor. Yeah. I mean, fuck. I mean, for, like, outside of, like, a short period of time in my childhood, like, I grew up fucking poor. And, yeah, it's not exactly, none of these type of things are fucking planned. Like, I mean, just a little side stunlock, when I was hanging out with my mom a little bit, my mom kind of, like, I mean, she kind of does this sometimes, and it's just, like, I feel for her, but it's, like, it kind of gets, like, a little bit like, hey, we're trying to have a conversation to be productive, and then she kind of will break down because, I mean, she feels bad, when it comes to, like, her being sick and all this other shit, blah, 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 and she's like, well, I'm sorry, I couldn't have, a better child, for you, and blah, 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 and it's like, and I told her, it's like, look, there's nothing you can really do about it, like, all these, are, like, I look in hindsight realizing that most of these most of the circumstances, are, and we're never in your control. Like, I mean, so it's nothing you can do about it. We just have to just, like, understand that, yeah, unfortunately, the world, frankly, was dealt a bad deck of cards at that point. And, you just had to happen a really bad, set of cards at that point, but shit, that don't mean, like, we can't really cry over spilled milk, and I just, like, so, hey, but, doesn't mean that it has to stay that way, right? So it's like, I kind of pep talked to her a little bit with it, and she's like, oh, yeah, okay, and, like, kind of felt better, it looked like, at least. I think she kind of, tough to lift up about it, but, and at least in a good way, at least, like, toughen her lip with it, but just because, like, I mean, she tends to get kind of emotional sometimes, and, like I said, I feel for her, and I understand, but, oh, man, like, sometimes it just, like, absorbs a lot of my energy. I'm just like, I get it, but, like, you don't gotta, like, break down crying over it. Like, again, no really any point crying over spilt milk. Shout out to food banks. I mean, ain't fucking men of that, dude. Fucking A. There's been a couple times in times past where, you know, food banks have come in with fucking clutch. Like, straight up. Like, and also, at least, you know, one of my things I do remember from Texas was passing by a couple food banks. I remember one literally called, like, the Grandview, something food bank or some shit. It was like kind of like partly owned by like one of the local churches there, or I guess the local church, I suppose. Like, it's a really tiny bumblefuck town. And and at least so one of the times I passed by it, there was at least a couple people already out there with some of their kids, you know, some of the local kids there playing, you know, with a ball outside while, you know, the adults are all inside this big barn with, you know, pretty stacked with a lot of different, you know, goods and stuff. So, I mean, you know, like, it's at least nice to know that, you know, despite the fact there is a lack of proper public, you know, investment in these things, I mean, there are at least some areas, you know, where the community does kind of get together and, you know, at least, you know, has shit for people, you know, and it shouldn't really necessarily have to be that way. That should just kind of be like, you know, some bonus point type of shit, basically. But, you know, as far as I'm concerned, but, you know, so much of America kind of has to rely on that. And so much of it is very religious based, too. And I kind of really wish that wasn't as much as the case either. But at the end of the day, I am kind of glad that those things are a thing. And I'd rather, you know, I guess a church doing it than no one doing it whatsoever. Right? So, I mean, to me, I don't really give a fuck one way or the other who's doing it. As long as, you know, those things are out there, that's a good thing. Saw him get 2 G's to see, which is super awkward if you're... Yeah, exactly. It's like on the other fuck US after the shit, so give me food. I mean, yeah, for real. I just think it's hearing out timeshare presentation for a free gift card to Wendy's. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of like that in a way. I mean, luckily around in Portland, around here, there are different food banks and soup kitchens that aren't like Jesus-y like and shit. They're just like kind of, you know, just nonprofit organizations just broadly, you know, they're not like really necessarily affiliated with churches. But I mean, if they are, it's just because maybe churches do, you know, will donate to them, you know, and maybe like we'll do certain little fundraisers or certain things like that to kind of like, you know, help each other out or some shit like that. I mean, outside of some stuff like that, I mean, but also churches will do that too. But I mean, not all of them. I know that actually I remember one church where every now and then they'll give out some food for homeless people and stuff, but because some of those same homeless people kind of recognize that they did that, they would literally just like loiter around outside, which I don't give a fuck. But I remember a couple times when I was in there because I was helping out with like some play project thing and, you know, as like a backhand for them a little bit because my mom at the time convinced me to do it. It was back in high school, so it's just like whatever. But I remember at the time, at least, you know, where I was inside, you know, talking to some other kid about like, some shit related to the play. I don't even really remember half of it, but I remember this at least, where it's like, you know, one of the ladies, you know, church ladies, is like, oh, one of those homeless are out there again. It's like, and it won't go away. And the other one's like, what? And the other one was like, well, and they probably just want that, you know, food that we give out, you know, at least on the Sundays and stuff, but it's not a Sunday, so it's like, what do we do with that? I don't want to call police because that's going to look bad. And I'm kind of overhearing that. I'm like, what? You know, and they're just like, you know, it's like, well, I'll just grab, you know, some of the canned food that we have in stock and just give them back and just please tell them to leave and, you know, and all that. And, you know, and she walked off, got it, you know, like a grocery bag full of random canned goods and went out there, says something, and the guy, you know, grabbed the food, said, you know, I overheard like, thank you, I'm sorry, you know, for being over here. I didn't have anything and I really need something. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. You know, and he left. They basically guilt tripped him, it sounded like. And I'm just like, man, it's like, what the fuck? It's like kind of low key, fuck you. It's like, you know, it's like, do you think, you know, your like Lord and Savior Christ is going to look at you today and be like, oh, yes, that's very godlike. Mm-hmm. Christ-like indeed. Good job, my children. Because fuck no. I mean, it's like, yeah, the homeless people are fucking pigeons. I mean, for real. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, just give him a bag of, you know, fucking canned food, which they end up doing, and just like, let him go on his way, because that's all I wanted. It's like, I mean, just do it and get over with. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it might be a little annoying, but, like, so what? It's not their fault inherently. It ain't your fault that they happen to know that you will give out food and stuff. They're just trying to, like, have an opportunity. And it's like, you just give them that. Be the Christ-like figure. They always will tell you, be like, what would Jesus do? Huh? It's like, well, what would Jesus do in this situation, motherfucker? It's like, come on. It's like shit like that really just irks me. That's why I've just always despised just organized religion, especially, but in a lot of ways, just like, various different elements of religion, because like it's just such rank fucking hypocrisy from anyone who's like super hyper religious and like talks about their shit, and then I kind of look at their general day-to-day life, or at least what I do know of it, and be like, you're hypocritical as fuck. And be like, I mean, so what? So it's like, I mean, what is this shit? It's like, I mean, I don't need no goddamn fucking crutch, to like, justify some hypocritical bullshit. It's like, good lord. It's like, I mean, it's like, it's almost like they're lying to themselves in a way. It's like, seriously? Like, I don't want to be lying to myself. Oh my god, I just kind of realized this chick is still here. Oh no. This crazy bitch again.
In public assistance, and they sort of don't want big government to be so expanded and all that stuff. What do you say to that?
I say that these are citizens of America, and this is the future generation when we're talking about pregnant women. So every pregnant woman needs support and deserves support, and that little child is what America needs. I mean,
Which wouldn't, like, like government financial / economic and, public support help with that? And also, maybe not every woman, or couple wants that either, like, or at least when it comes to the childbearing aspect of things. So, I mean, like, this might, oh my god, this is another issue why I have a big problem with some of these motherfuckers, especially conservatives on this front. It's like, I don't frankly give a fuck if you want to, like, believe this weird bullshit and have that for you and your family that you raise and shit, or whatever the fuck. Just don't be fucking walking on everyone else, and, like, walking on their fucking lives over it. That's my fucking problem. It's like, quit fucking trying to proselytize and shove this shit down everyone else's throat and make it, like a fucking decree upon society. It's like, because not everyone, wants to follow your same fucking path, motherfucker. It's like, especially when it comes to, like, this whole idea of, like, oh, everyone goes through their journey under the eye of God and blah, 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 and all this other shit. It's like, wouldn't you want people to at least just go for their own journey and let them have their, make their choice, on their decisions, and let God just be, the one that judges them at the end of the day? Is that the whole fucking idea? I guess not in this case, huh? Reminds me of a fable. We read back to sophomore year. This is a leper, and he was passing through the village. Everyone shut their doors to him except one woman, so he asked for a bucket of water to clean himself, which she provides. The next day, the bucket is returned to her, now filled with gold. Ooh.
in a demographic winter in America right now.
Sounds like she got lucky.
I
need more babies.
I didn't want it to sound like socialism to my audience. So, but
I hear you. I hear you.
You don't. Do you support like socialism? I mean, because that sounds like socialism, though. But like, I just don't want to.
Is public assistance socialism?
Like
I have to.
I mean, I suppose it depends on how far you go with it, but sure, it could be.
The majority of the women in our program don't need that much help. They really just need spiritual, emotional, and then
yeah, fuck the financial and, like, stable living condition aspect of things, all this other stuff. Because she mentioned that she helps with women who need housing and all this other stuff. Like, she was mentioning that earlier, and now she's like, nah, we're not really there to help them with that. We're just kind of help there to guide them to it, but mostly just spiritual stuff and other foo-foo. It's like, I don't know about you, but, I mean, if you want them to have that, then maybe having a stable living home with basic, financial stability and comfort, to at least be able to live, especially with raising a child, like, maybe they'll be able to have that when they have that type of, situation going on for them. Because if not, then, you know, it ain't gonna be good. It just won't be good. There could be all sorts of other, you know, fucking problems that could happen.
Open to what is out there when they have a gap in there. So we have a lot of, like there's...
Then another one, fucking random ass here. Then another woman screwing initially shuts her door to him like everyone else sees and thinks that she'd get rich by doing the same thing, which results in her getting bit by a bucket full of snakes. Based.
Couples that they're just barely making it economically, and so the price of the baby seems overwhelming, but we give them baby shower, maternity shower, or the baby basket of essentials to get them over that fear factor.
Oh yeah, temporary help, like, you know, some random gifts that will help them for like less than a year. Really?
I'm a rape survivor who was a teenager who...
And were you forced to carry a baby to term?
So I was experiencing...
Okay, now I kind of feel bad for trolling her a little. Well, not trolling, but now I kind of feel bad for making fun of her earlier.
symptoms of pregnancy, and I told a friend of mine, and she advised me to, like go to Planned Parenthood, and eventually word got back to my ex-boyfriend who had raped me that I thought I was pregnant. He came into my architectural drafting class and pulled me out and was talking to me in the hallway. Yeah.
Do you know who this is?
No.
But
We film videos of pro-lifers and edit them poorly. It's your decision.
But you're talking about an assault, and I'm not. That's in good faith. I'm not. You've been doing. There's no gotcha with this. You've been doing.
I kind of like how the other woman tried to white knife for her, but it's like, this is Walter Madsen. I don't think she knows who he is, but it's just like, I mean, it's one of those things. Wait, is she actually a pro-lifer? Queer Latino feminist, right? You know what? Maybe this is a counter-pro. Well, yeah, never mind. I mean, I forgot she has that abortion is violence sign. Which, hold on. Okay, so wait, okay, and I'm not trying to make fun of her, but now I'm just mind fucked a little bit here. So she's a rape survivor, which I truly do feel bad for her on that. That's fucked. But she also which is a form of violence, but she also has this abortion is violence sign. So I'm really confused with that. She was violently assaulted sexually, and I'm assuming is probably going to talk about a story where she got an abortion because of that. I'm assuming. I mean, obviously I haven't heard the full story yet. But she's still, anti-abortion? I'm assuming she's, anti-abortion, but with exceptions. But, which I guess is what my compromise position would be, like I was saying from earlier, as long as they're actually, supportive of the ideas, when it comes to, uplifting, families and blah, 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 and all this other shit. But it's, still, it's just a mind fuck. It's huh?
Fantastic. Your partner pulled you out of class?
Yeah, so my ex pulled me out of class and threatened to kill me if I didn't have an abortion.
If you didn't have an abortion?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was that teenage kid.
I actually agree with you. It's not his choice, it's yours.
I ultimately think that it was neither of our choices to end another life, that was the impetus right there. When he threatened to kill me, I realized that what he was telling me was, Amy, you're an inconvenience to me and to my future, therefore I'm going to kill you. And in fact, I feel like I have the right to. And I realized that I couldn't be like him, that he was using violence to get what he wanted in life, and that I couldn't do that to another human being. So I became passionately committed to nonviolence.
Which, look, I commend that, and I don't even really inherently disagree with that, but being anti-abortion ain't that. I mean, I don't know. I commend that she made her personal choice that she did. I still feel bad for her. That's why, honestly, now I'm just kind of not, doing the oh my god, what a more, that's why I'm not doing that at this point, because I really do feel bad, for her on that. Because, that's probably, it's just, you know, I guess, you know, at least in some part, a conclusion of what came, you know, from her trauma, you know, and trying to come to terms with that, which again, I do respect that, because like, I get it, you know, but the mind fuck with it is, it's like, I mean, do you think that like every woman having an abortion is inherently violence? Because that isn't the case. I mean, you know, like, do you think this is partly trauma response? I mean, I'm not trying to do an armchair like psychologist therapist shit either, but I kind of think it is a little bit. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm also willing to take a guess and say probably, but I'm not gonna fault her for it. I mean, I ain't gonna talk shit about that. But probably. I mean, also, I mean, I know, unfortunately, this is actually kind of true within a lot of people in the queer community, but a lot of reasons why some people end up being queer, or at least, you know, in some part, you know, when it comes to the development of potentially being, you know, someone who's queer. Like, unfortunately, this is kind of a sad, but kind of true thing where, you know, a lot of people that tend to be queer, or at least, you know, realize that they are, tend to also get sexually assaulted, you know, in like high school and shit like that, whether by like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or even family and shit. Like, unfortunately, it's, you know, a more common story than not. By this definition, normal surgery could be considered violence. I mean, I know, that's why I think it's so ridiculous, and that's why it's a mindfuck. Like, I mean, you know, I actually would be interested in having like an actual genuine conversation with her, because like, do you think that, you know, like some of these other aspects of things are violence, you know, upon, you know, somebody in life because of X, Y, or Z? Because I mean, you know, obviously, you know, like there is you know, a period where, you know, the baby in the womb, you know, before it's like born, there is a period where it's not completely alive yet. Like, you know, so, you know, do you think there's at least, you know, a period of time that you think it would be okay and acceptable? And at the end of the day, do you still think it should be the woman's choice? You know, because obviously there's going to be a lot of women that come to, you know, your conclusion, you know, right? But there's also going to be a lot of women that don't necessarily feel the same way and feel like the trauma and the reminder of the, you know, of my sexual assault, you know, it's going to be really strong. And I don't want to be reminded of that. So I want to go for the procedure and just not have the reminder in me, you know, with me anymore. Like, I mean, you know, so, like, I mean, either way, it's, you know, it's going to be like an element of a trauma response to it, I feel like, regardless of whatever a woman comes to a conclusion with. And I think that's okay. It's their choice. That's why, you know, like, leftists and progressives are very pro-choice with this. Because it's like, I mean, they're, you know, like, because at the end of the day, if you feel the way you do when it comes to, like, yeah, I want to protect the life that I have because, you know, I'm not going to attach this life in me, you know, to the, you know, rapist that assaulted me and shit, you know, and all this, you know, and yada yada. It's like, I mean, it's, you know, like that's your choice, but, you know, not every woman necessarily has that feeling. That's why I just find it fucking just so annoying. It's like, why do you have to feel like this need to, like, you know, step on other people's right, you know, to their choice, you know, to feel potentially one way or the other? Because they might not necessarily feel the same way as you do. And why is that a problem? I'm actually kind of shocked YouTube allowed that. It's always people like being, "What's up, you dumb faggot?" Doing the most gay shit. I stuck my phone in the shower room yesterday. I filmed Jim soaping his ass. Way to go, bro. Right on, man. This is gonna get totally pranked. You should totally show him at the fucking, you know, party to fucking prank everybody in front of the Jock Bros, bro. Genuinely surprised YouTube allowed that. I'm not even kidding. I'm kind of surprised that went through. I like how it won't let a lot of shit through, but it let that through. It let up though, "Hey, what's up, you dumb faggot?" It let that through. Like, aye. Here. Move on to sucking his dick prank. Oh my god. Well, to bring it back to seriousness, yeah, good sir. Let's bring it back to this, because, you know, we're almost done with the video here.
I can respect that.
Thank you.
I can respect that.
Oh, I guess that is it. Well, there might be a little more. Oh, wait.
Public education has a lot of problems in it, but I think more kids need education, so you shouldn't take it away. We should definitely change some things.
I do think more kids need education. Thank you for that.
Actually,
I mean, I agree with that. Okay, I guess a rare W. Probably don't know if I'll agree with his idea of what education is, but broadly with the basic foundation of that, sure.
not your policy, but the terms in which you do it is actually kind of fun.
Oh, thank you for that, sir. Cheers, man.
Oh, dude, someone recognized him. Hey, I love that. Someone at the very end there actually recognized him. That's nice. Pretty dope. Oh, I love me because some good old Matheson, dude. He's always a good, funny meme. Did you make anything new yet, or is that his most recent video so far? Yeah, it is. Oh, man, we gotta, unfortunately, wait for another video from him. Unfortunately. Shit. You know, speaking of children, the top rules. U.S. House passes bill to increase child tax credits. Increase child tax credits. Boosts 3 business tax breaks. I don't know if you can see this. We'll see. Oh! I think it's pulling up. It did. Example. More Gen Z Americans identify as LGBTQ than as Republican. Based. The new moral majority just dropped. Wow, it's almost like when you group kids are constantly spew propaganda at them, they join your cult. You're one to talk, motherfucker. No government means no age of consent law. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait, that's the same dude. Oh, my God. Oh, dude, what a fucking disturbed maniac freak. All right. Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Burn! Burn the witch. Do I want to go into that crazy fucking video I saw from earlier? Because this video is fucking wild, bro. Like, it's insane. I don't even know if I want to get into it yet. Really at all.
Now it's the medieval witch test. Burn them at the stake. If they burn, they're human. If they don't burn, they're a witch. So sink them in a tub of water. If they drown, they're a person. If they float, they're a witch.
So basically, no matter what, they die.
Yeah.
You gotta love justifications for crazy religious foo-foo shit. Woo! Do you like westerns and chicks?
So if you don't like somebody, they're a witch. Well, let's put them to the test.
Exactly. I like westerns and chicks. Cause them hoes down south I like the most. Awww. Dump trunk. Dude, look at them. Those are actually kind of adorable. I'm not even gonna lie. Those are kind of cute. Those are kind of cute and adorable. Just a little bit. Well, I'm not gonna get into that same video yet. It's too insane. Too insane 5 me, dude. 4 insane 5 me. Hey, quit doing that. He's certainly getting a bath tonight, that's for sure. That, I tell you what, is for damn sure. Little goofy turd. Oh my hell yes. What's going on here? Oh, it's bread? Oh, okay. Oh shit. That looks fucking dank. Lasagna garlic bread? Alright. Oh. Yes, ma'am. Oh, damn. Hold up. Yes, fucking ma'am. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That right there looked fucking fire, dude. I'd probably put more meat than cheese than anything else, honestly. I'm making a meat lasagna, but that's just me. Get that boy meaty. But, yeah, yes. Absolutely, yes. Little butt. Goofy little doggo. Just a goofy doggo. A goofy doggo. Goofy little doggo. Goofy doggo. The only issue would be the bottom would be getting soggy. Well, it depends on how you layer it, I suppose. If you layer it in a certain way, maybe not as much. If you put like a little bit of pasta and like maybe some meat base or something else in there, maybe not as much. I'm sure there has to... Oh. Torch it. Get a torch, do a quick little... Just, quick little... Just enough to kind of get a nice little, quick little thin layer of crisp on the out layer. That just enough. Just enough for some crisp. To kind of help, like, keep the liquids, and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that might be the key right there. I think that might be it. I mean, you got to kind of do a little extra gourmet, little, Gordon Ramsay shit, whatever the fuck. But, dude, it might work, dude. That might actually work. Strawberry Crunch ice cream bars. Oh, yeah. Wait, is there a cake version of it? It won't even show me. It's just like, it's all blurred. Oh, well, hello, Mama Jama. You're just spamming me with links. I don't even have time to go find another video to look at. You're just spamming me with all these links. Looks amazing. And I'm taking a gamble on the roulette table every time you do this. So it's like when it comes to Streamlabs. I don't know when it's gonna say fuck you and decide to be like, just crash out of nowhere. Like, I mean, so I don't know. You're gambling with me, bro. We're on the roulette table. We're gambling with each other here, man. It's your duty. I know it's your duty, but spread them out a little bit. Aw. You're so cute, but you look so disturbing when you pierce me with those eyes. Like, Jesus. You just pierced me with those eyeballs. Like, it's like, fuck, man. Really, you really do be kind of creepy like that. If he's off in distance in kind of a shadowy area, and he just like, just kind of like looking up with that, just piercing eyeballs, it is kind of creepy. It'd be more creepy if those little flop ears just went bloop and stood straight up. Very rarely, like, you'll get those ears so intense where they will stand up, but it's not that often. Every now and then they will happen. I kind of wish his ears have a little more firmness, so they'll just kind of do that more often. Because they're really cute when that happens, and it's adorable. Goofy little thing. Goofy little thing. Let's see. Corey Bush is on a criminal investigation? What the fuck? Eh?
So we got some big...
Damn, Kyle. Your bombastic lesbian voice. Chill, my dude. So, wait. So Corey Bush is under... Why is she under investigation? Is she, like, secretly in, like, cahoots of something or some shit? Did she secretly do a fuck-up or something and we're just not aware of it? Speaking of, you know what I hate? I have something a long time and shit pops up exact opposite of what I'm into. Being a simple man, I look up something along the lines of future student have some alone time, lots of oil involved, but then it shows a woman in a thumbnail pissed on some guy's mouth, and we're like, what the fuck? Wait, what? I mean, you know, I don't disagree with what you're talking about, but, like, I mean, the random example that you put in there in that other comment, I'm just like, what? It's like, okay. Like, whoa. Wow. Actually, before we play this, I'm gonna spring out the little brother really quick because you talking about like a woman letting out the little sister and some guy mouth. It got my feeling some way, so I need to spring a leak myself. Tell you what, boy. What's up there, partner? What are you doing? What are you doing? You like a button. Booty. Got that booty. What are you gonna do? Got that booty. Crazy little one. Oh, oh. Damn, battery around? Jesus. Try to knock my ass out? Damn. Damn, dog. I've seen it multiple times, most disgusting shit, and I don't seek it out. It just pops up. Maybe it's Venom's fault. Venom's fault. Probably is. All the stuff he talks about has fucked up my algorithm. Oh shit. Kermit, be nice to Elmo. Be nice to Elmo, Kermit. What happened? X, you or... Okay. What the fuck is this? Wow, Elmo's glad he asked. Elmo learned his lab ask a friend how they're doing. Elmo will check again soon, friends. Elmo loves you. Oh, little Elmo. Go fuck yourself for wanting to discriminate against white people. What the fuck did Elmo do to Kermit, dude? Oh shit, did Elmo just... What? When you're a sucker for paying on for a book where you can tell he's tied to your room, when you go on Twitter for free and see him try to start racially aggregated beefs with Sesame Street characters. Oh my god. Oh god damn, bro. You know what? I'm saving this. Is there a way to save this? I want to save this. Yeah, I want to download that. I am saving that fucking thing, dude. That is mine now. It's that. Hold, you know what? Hold on. Before we even get to this video, I gotta share that with the boys, dude. Hold up. I'm sharing that with the boys. Hold up. Hold on. Y'all get free weed in the face because that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cancel. Get back here. Nope. God damn it. Yep. Nope. Damn it. Oh, did? Damn it. Yep. Yep. Jesus Christ. Phone having an aneurysm. Damn it. Phone, stop having a goddamn aneurysm. Jesus Christ. Did he even send it? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna share it later. Whatever. My phone's having an aneurysm. It doesn't wanna work. Whatever. I'm sharing that later though.